Yo, what's up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for the 3.25 Settlers of Kalguur League. Since the poll is even right now, I decided to do something kind of interesting. We're going to leave it up to fate, right? I went ahead and I added all of the builds onto this wheel. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin this wheel 8 times, and whatever the remaining build that's left is going to be the build that we're going to play for league start. Oh, okay, so we lose EQ. I feel like EQ was one of the more balanced builds, so that's a little bit sad. Spectral shield throw. Oh wow, are we just not going to go a bleed character? Is that how this is going to go? I guess if this lands on ground slam. It took away last. Okay, so I guess we're just not going a bleed character. I mean, that kind of. I was kind of looking forward to that. Ooh, okay. Elemental hit was another thing that I was kind of interested. Oh, don't give me fucking glacial hammer, dude. Please, like out of all of these, that is like the least optimal build. Motherfucker, hit glacial hammer, please. Please, 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 please. Oh no! I kind of wanted to do the kinetic blast, dude. Okay, so hit glacial hammer, please. Oh, motherfucker, it's going to have me league start glacier hammer. Oh my god. Please, come on, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. Okay, thank God. So I guess where league started. Oh my god, that was way too close for comfort. Okay, you know what? We knocked out a lot of really cool builds that I wanted to try, but I guess that's just not in the books. Uh, Lightning Strike is really basic bitch though. Like there's so many people going fucking Lightning Strike Warden. You know what? Uh no, you know what? I go pseudo off meta every league, right? Then I can be a basic bitch this league. I'm going to be a lightning strike warden. So we got that decided. Okay, so with that figured out, I went ahead and I actually threw together a couple of skeleton POBs for the first 75 levels, going over the warden, the berserker, and the gladiator. I made a couple of really quick mock-up POBs, and I'm going to go over them as like examples in case you're planning on using any of these ascendancies. Give you guys like a pseudo outline of what you can do. I am not a POB warrior by any means. These are mainly just going to be really rough outlines to go ahead and get you into mapping essentially, right? These are going to be basic POB outlines to make sure that you're not getting one shot and you have some quality of life with some of the new nodes, give you a heads up, stuff like that. So, starting with the character that we're going to be, a lightning strike warden, which is going to be relatively interesting. I would still have to POB the skill itself, but most likely I'm going claws. Like that's the only thing that makes sense. I could also go swords since most likely everyone and their mom is going to use claws. I could be, not meta and do like swords. Try that, but let's get into it. So pretty much we just have a little bit of life. We go up here, we grab charisma because mana reservation efficiency. We go over here, we're going to grab the extra max res, and mainly for the corrupted blood immunity, because once you get later into the axe, corrupted blood is a bitch, and having over res is always nice, right? 75 res is a thing, but over 75 res is always nice. Oh, I should actually probably do this. Let's go here, and do it like that. That way we mitigate, shock as opposed to, and that opens the gate of us having a storm shroud potentially in the future Yeah. We're gonna do that. That way we can get a storm shroud and be element immune super easily because we're already essentially set up for it. But yeah, grab that. Then we're gonna go ahead, come down here, grab the life, grab the elemental shit, grab the life, grab the life. We're coming down here, and even though we're going lightning strike, we're grabbing fangs of frost because of the cold mastery where enemies take 5% increased damage for each second they've been frozen up to a maximum of 50%. That's essentially free because we're going to be Trinity anyways, and we have Oath of Winter kind of guaranteeing that we freeze the enemies. So that's mainly why we're doing that. We're getting marked for death, so we get free fringe charges. I don't know why I slurred like that. Sorry. We're getting acuity. I don't think we're going to be struggling with accuracy at all, but just in case we are, we're grabbing it for the extra attack speed, right? And then Thrill of Battle, one of the new nodes, we're grabbing this because it's 2 mana per enemy hit with attacks, and with Lightning Strike and Vol Lightning Strike, this should keep us at infinite mana, right? We should have no problem. Plus, it's a mana mastery, so it gives us the 12% mana reservation efficiency. Then we're grabbing Survivalist because it's free evasion, free res, and free max res. We're grabbing Multi Shot because extra projectiles are nice. And then we're grabbing the Mastery that gives us pretty much the Ancestral Call, right? We're going over here, Forces of Nature for the penetration and the ability to treat elemental resistances as inverted. Then we're grabbing the life and mana leech. We're grabbing life up here, and we're grabbing depth perception for the crit strike chance and extra accuracy. Most likely, we are going to have way more accuracy than we do life. So we could go precise technique. We would want to take these points out in that case because of the fact that it's 3 points and they have the secondary crit effect, where we could go ahead and just grab the mastery to make sure that we have accuracy over our life if we want to do it like that and get the 40% more uh, just until we make a transition into crit. If I go claw based, then I'd obviously go Nightblade and all those shenanigans. So I probably would be crit based just off the bat. But that is going to be our Warden tree. So I don't know what I changed in that tree, but we're going to move on. So let's go to Berserker. I want to save Gladiator for last because Gladiator is fucking absolutely disgusting. So in the Berserker tree, what we did is we essentially came down here and we path to the Rage nodes and Resolute Technique because we are not going to be crit based and our accuracy is going to struggle. So we want to try to get here early on. You can take this top path instead to try to get there a little bit faster, but this overall technically saved me a couple of points when I was pathing it going down as opposed to going up and around. So and that's why we're doing it that way. That's why we're only level 70 here. This gives you by far the most leeway because it leaves you with the most points remaining. But we have Resolute Technique, and then we have Battle Trance, we have Tireless, we have Nomadic Teachings, and Corrupted Blood Immunity. And then we have Berserking over here, and monsters can't block your attacks. And then we have more max res. As you can see, we have 80 max res, we have fortify, and we have endurance charges on this character. So that's how we're kind of mitigating aspect of carnage to just help survive because berserkers usually are squishier, especially if you take aspect of carnage. So that's why we're grabbing the endurance charges and fortify. And then we have regeneration here from this mastery. I fucking love this mastery. It's like the best mastery in the game, in my opinion. We're grabbing some mana leech, and then we're grabbing champion of a cause. we're getting Tribal Fury because my thought process was melee strike skills. Two of the skills that I was going to start are strike skills. So the splash damage, especially for something like Glacial Hammer, which is already kind of clunky, would have been super nice. The area of effect would also be super nice for the other two skills that I was thinking, the Ground Slam or the Cleave. So you could technically spec out of that and just leave this. And then what else do we have on this tree? Nothing really, right? Just besides the Rage, the Leech, and the Explanation. And then, as you can see, 80 all res, and once again, nothing special. The gear is absolute trash. It's literally just getting me my res. This is gear that you'd be able to find for like 3C on day 3, right? So that's what I was kind of basing it around, of gear that you'd be able to get in the first couple of leagues, no problem. Like this jewelry, you would be able to find and or craft it super easy. You wouldn't have to worry about it. So there we go. Um, what else does this guy have? That's pretty much it. And I was trying to leave enough mana on all the characters so you can spam the ability, even though GGG went ahead and, once again, like I said, made mana cost a bitch. And let's go over to our Gladiator tree now. So, Gladiator is fucking disgusting, dude. They made Gladiator ridiculously broken. So once again, pretty much no gear, and we have 64% spell res, and we have 65 spell block and 65 block. So you would only need 9 res on four. I'm sorry, 9 spell suppression on 4 pieces of gear. Or shit, since we're taking a mage bane, just extra dex on any of the gear, or grabbing this node that says you're lucky, and you would be good. You'd be spell suppression capped on top of being immune to corrupted blood, over max res, and let me recap that. So block capped, spell block capped, max spell suppression, corrupted blood immune, and you would have 78 all res. You could even spec over here super easily and get 79 to 80 max all res with little to no investment, just making your character significantly tankier. Because right now, this is by far the squishiest character with only 1.8k life, but that's a little disingenuous because it does have the recope nodes, it does have leech, it does have life on block, it has endurance charges, right? So it is tankier than it does look. Main things that would kill this character are fizz hits. Right now, its defense against physical damage is literally just not getting hit by it, because you have the little bit of evasion chance and you have the max block, right? So your physical prevention is just not getting hit. But I mainly wanted to spend more time on this tree just because it's kind of fucking disgusting, in my opinion. What we did is we came down here real quick and we pretty much went straight to the testudo, which gives us life on block, on top of the fact that it makes it so whatchamacallit, we cap block super easy, and then we grab versatile combatant, which gives us max spell block, and you're able to get here by like level 24 or something. And then we're grabbing endurance charges, because there's a bleed mastery that gives you dot multi per endurance charge. So not only are we going to take significantly reduced elemental damage because of how the new endurance charges work, we're going to be pretty good on the fact that we're spell suppression capped as well, right? So like I said, the only thing that's really going to kill this character is physical hits, but our mitigation towards that is literally just not getting hit by a physical hit. That's how we're mitigating that. But yeah, those were pretty much my three trees. Like I said, they are very rough outlines. They're nothing special. I'm not a POB warrior, but I can at least make a skeleton tree for you guys to follow to make it into maps just fine. And you can change up any of this, take away anything that you do not like. The damage rework on melee skills, which all three of these trees are based around, is going to be carrying you through the campaign anyways. Like the damage scaling that they added to bleed and melee skills, you should have no problem making it into yellow maps. And at that point, you'd want to, if you don't know how to expand the tree, at that point you'd want to follow a guide or go on PoE Ninja and look up the type of character you're playing. But at the very least, this will get you through maps without struggling. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going over my Atlas starting strategy, what I'm planning on league starting for my Atlas, and explaining my thought process there. But yeah, until next time, take care.